Do it later. We're live. What's up, my friends? How are y'all?
What's up, everybody?
We were literally sprinting all day, and I feel like I'm so tired.
So tired, but it is what it is. We are here.
Yes.
Hi, Annie, George, Silver Blue,
I'm trying to pop out
Hillary,
here real quick.
Peter. Who else?
Let's see. I'm trying to get.
Oh my gosh, Paul got right out of my Charles.
I'm so
Michael.
sorry. I'm trying to get on I'm trying to get in my pop-up chat.
Everybody's here. Sorry, I keep calling out people, but Paul keeps moving the chat around. So.
Just a second. I gotta get the right screen.
Joseph, Lisa, Hillary. Now I've forgotten what I've done.
No. Oh no. Alas. What a bummer.
Eric, Christian. Hi, everybody.
What's up,
Happy
everybody?
live, everybody. Happy Monday.
We are here. It is Monday. We are having a great
I'm
time.
gonna be perfectly honest with you. I ate dinner at like 8:30 tonight, and then after that, we finished about 9ish. I was so sleepy, so I curled up on the couch and I took a nap. And I woke up just in time for the live. Well, no, a little bit before the live.
I think it was like 9:15 when you laid down,
say-
and then I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I laid down over there. in that
Also,
corner.
I was informed late last week, that we have a lot of shadow people who I call them shadow people who
Ooh, spooky.
exist only in the shadows and never say anything on the live or on the live chat. So I just want to say, hi Dax, I see you.
Hello.
Actually, I don't know if you're on, but you might be.
No, Christopher, we can sleep at any time. We are
I can
so
sleep
tired.
at any time.
I
I
mean,
could lay down and sleep.
To be honest, though, I did not. I woke up at like 3:30 this morning, and for some reason, Luke left the light on in the kitchen last night,
Hello.
and I don't think it woke me up because it was 3:30, so he had been asleep. Like the light had been on all night, but I woke up and I saw the light, and I was like, oh, I gotta go turn that off. So I got to turn it off.
He was awake.
But then I was awake. Like awake.
Which is funny because Paul's never really awake.
No.
Like, usually Paul could sleep at any time.
Like the fact that I was awake is kind of a surprise. So then I was awake until 5:36, and then I fell asleep. It was probably 6 when I actually fell back asleep, and then got up at 7.
Fascinating story, Paul. What's for dinner? It was chicken rice and like Greek yogurt and hot sauce, which packed with protein.
Taco seasoning. A little.
Taco seasoning. Very, very good.
Yeah, very good.
Hello from the west side. Hello from Singapore.
Yeah, Sean, we've got a 2-bedroom apartment, which is pretty awesome.
Cuties.
It
I
works
do
out
like
pretty
our
good.
hair right now. Paul was just saying he didn't know how he felt about his hair
No,
right now.
I like it right now.
How old are you guys? You guys look super young, of course. Well, thank you so much. We are 32. Trying to just drink from the fountain of life. You know, actually, I have
Fountain
no
of
idea.
life? What? The fountain of youth?
That's what I mean.
We literally just work out. We're pretty old. Our bones hurt. Our
Paul's.
bones
I would say
hurt.
Paul's bones hurt.
I would
more than
say
mine.
old is weird because like I was talking to my grandpa before he passed about, do you feel old? And he was like in his like 80s.
Yeah, upper
And-
80s.
Yeah, upper 80s. And he was like, no, I just kind of feel like I'm 22. My body just doesn't react the way I want it to.
Yeah. He said you
And I was
gotta
like-
be careful because you think you're 22 forever.
Yeah. And
Like,
I was
I
like,
feel
that's a
that.
really, because I feel like I'm still just
I'm
like,
32. I still feel 22.
I feel like I just graduated from college, you know? Like,
More like 22.
anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. Somebody asked if we had our own rooms, and we do. We've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath here, which is nice. I don't think we could ever. Everyone asks us when we're going to move to New York, and I just say,
I love my apartment too much.
I just love the fact that I have my own bathroom and my own bedroom. I don't have to share with anybody else. It's just mine, which is a good thing for Luke and I, because Luke likes a really tidy room.
Yes.
I like piles.
Paul likes piles. It
So
would not work.
I can find things. That's why I like him.
He
I'm
can
very
find
ADHD. We were watching. At the gym today, we were airdropping. Okay, the reason we aren't texting videos back and forth to each other, or sending them to each other, is because when you post on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, if you have a personal account and you're tagging that personal account, which we do have, we don't really make that much on them. We want to do
But
more.
our DMs are crazy.
Our DMs are nuts. So then we can't just like send a video to each other, because whenever you tag a person,
We
it
won't
also goes
see
there.
it.
We would never see it. And if you text it to each other, the text chat is only reserved for videos we want to recreate, like dances we want to do, or like, oh, this is a fun inspo or something. It's very specific. We have a
What are you talking?
specific
Why
thing.
are you going? What are you?
I got distracted. It's fine. Either way.
Who
we were-
asked the question?
No, nobody. I just started telling the story. So then we were airdropping videos back and forth at the gym today between sets. We were just like,
Paul airdropped me 2 videos. He makes it sound like this is a normal thing.
It's
that happens
not.
all the
It's
time.
not very normal.
So unnormal that it was weird today that he did it.
okay, calm down. So then, dang it, now you're making me sound stupid. So
No,
now,
not stupid.
so
Just
now
I'm not sure where this story came from.
it's I was talking about how ADHD I am, and then we were sharing videos back and forth about this ADHD account that we thought was so funny. And now I sound like an idiot telling the story because you don't know how to listen to a story long enough to figure out the point.
I thought
is.
you were answering a question. I
I told you I wasn't.
confused.
Okay. Long story longer. True.
That is the video that I shared on the story earlier today about ADHD and how, or not ADHD, it's about millennial and like using exclamation points and just having to tell yourself, not everyone's mad at you, not everyone's mad at you. Because that's literally the voice inside my head at all times. It seems
no one's mad at you. You're okay.
You're okay.
You're 32 years old.
But then we were finding there's this other account with this, I think it's a couple. I don't know, or just like two different comedians. I'm not sure.
They're hilarious, though.
They're always together. One of them has blue hair, but they're always talking about ADHD and in a relationship or, like someone who's not ADHD and somebody who is. But I literally yell at Paul whenever Paul will be watching one of those videos. I'm like, how does this account know my brain?
Yeah. What's funny is there's certain things within the stereotype of ADHD that's all me, and then some that are like we're undiagnosed. We don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We don't know. But I do think it's so funny when you're watching those videos, and I feel like I'm so seen by that. But Luke also feels so seen by it. But there's things that are different. Yeah, it's like
it manifests in a different way.
It's interesting that it capitalizes on.
Emily went to Silver Dollar City today with her niece and nephews.
We love. Who were we talking to recently? Her dad works at Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I love you guys. We should make a video about Silver Dollar City. I love it.
Hey, it's not too hot in your area. I sweated a lot just going to the office. No, it's very hot here. It was like 90s. Well, Ross is from Japan, so I don't know what it is in Celsius, but
today it was 96, the high of 96, which is I don't know what that is in Celsius. It was quite hot and humid. Let's see.
35.5. But it was cold in our apartment with the air conditioning. So we put on sweatshirts because I was just chilly.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It just is what it is,
Joseph, it's 84 degrees in your apartment? Is your AC? Oh, no AC. Yeah, I would be sweaty too.
Do you guys like Kit Kat? I love those mugs. These were sent to me by my friend Mason. And I get them out periodically because they're the perfect size for tea. I don't know why. I just love the size of this cup. But then also it makes me think of Mason, which is so sweet of him to send me these cups. But then also I just think it's a cool cup. And do I like Kit Kat? Yes. Do I love Reese's more? Yes.
Do you like an Oreo even more?
Yes.
Anyway.
Which one of you is Kit and which one of you is Cat? Paul would have to be Kit and I would have to be Cat because I'm younger.
Yeah. Are you two still sober? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, still sober.
Dude, it's so much fun.
We have so much fun.
Well, actually, I don't know if it's more fun, but it's just more convenient.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah. It's honestly, okay.
It's a little harder in like brand environments or like brand trip environments.
We're getting ready to go on a couple brand trips, and that's going to be like the hardest part for that.
A lot of our brands that we work with regularly know we are, and they always have like virgin ones available. And there are a lot of people in the social media space that are sober. So that's really nice. We're not alone usually.
Effect. We actually have cut out most of the sugar in our life. The only sugar right now is natural sugars. Right? In our daily, we're doing a cut right now, so it will change when we start traveling again. But right now we're on like a 1,500 calorie diet.
I don't think of anything that's unnatural sugar, other than on occasion a little sweet treat of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But only one cup, which is the serving size.
Serving size of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Once in a while with Greek yogurt because then you get protein. Greek yogurt. It's my favorite little snack.
We technically have calories for it for tonight. So
do you still have your Disney mugs? I have so many Disney mugs.
Do I still have Disney mugs? Guys, are you crazy?
The majority of my mugs are Disney mugs.
We've got the Chip and Dale mugs, which I absolutely love.
We have retro.
We've got
Mickey Mouse mugs from the 80s.
We've got a Disney Sea and a Tokyo Disney Sea and a Tokyo Disneyland mug, which I love those mugs as well.
Car Kid, hi Ayla.
So even with the one serving size of Cinnamon Toast Crunch today, we're at our total of 67 grams of sugar, and most of that's natural sugar because we don't have anything sweet, unless it's like salsa or something that has like added sugar.
Do you got any more Japanese gummies left?
Yes.
And I'm scared to eat them because I just love them so much.
I don't want them to run out. Yes, Peter, it is. And honestly, that's kind of why we're doing such a...
Do we have mugs? Tracy rolls her eyes so hard.
No.
Also, hi, Tracy. Love you.
Peter said it's going to be tough while traveling. It is. So that's why we're doing such a dramatic cut right now. So it's like 1,500 calories is almost like it's low.
Okay, I would say this. There's probably been one day where we've actually
Hit the
stayed
50,
as
yeah,
low as
yeah.
1,500 calories.
The goal is
and even
between
then,
15 and 2. 1,500 and 2,000.
But if I aim for 15, then it's easier to stay between the 18 and 2,000 benchmarker, which for me is maintenance. For Paul is a little bit of a cut. So that's good. That's where we want to be.
I'm trying to stay closer to the 1,500. But
Paul's trying to lose a little bit of weight. I don't think he needs to, but he thinks he needs to.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'm being
it's
supportive.
more that I would like to lose some weight before we start traveling again, and have access to like not clean food. So like while I'm here and in control of it, I can do that. Do you count like everything? Yeah, we like protein and carbs and fats. Like the big ones. Some of the smaller ones I'm not.
When did you guys go to the city of
much.
Orange? Oh, those just got removed. I think you're talking about when we were in Orange County. That was a few weeks ago.
Joseph, aren't you supposed to eat more while being muscular? Well, you can. So there. So it's a little challenging to explain, but
yes,
you
if
cut
you're
and
trying to
bulk. Cut and bulk.
So
Cut and
you're
bulk.
like you're constantly in like a fluctuation.
You will always be changing.
Specifically at our age, though, we have to be careful not to do that too much because if you eat too much and you're not exercising enough, then you'll just start getting extra weight because your body thinks that you're bulking up for like you're building like immunity for like the winter or something. Where in America we don't really have to worry about that, so it's just hard for your body to regulate. When you're working out as much as we are, you would think it would be easier to lose weight, but our metabolism has slowed down in the last 10 years, and so we have to be really, really careful with how much we try to gain.
And Luke and I love a sweet treat. We love a little snack. We love a little chips and salsa.
I could easily eat 4,000 calories in a day without even trying.
Like a buddy of ours at the gym, he was talking about trying to gain weight, but we've been focused so much on losing weight that we were talking like calories and like what we buy at Costco and stuff. And he was like,
it's like, no, I'm trying to gain weight.
No, he's like, I'm trying to gain weight. I was like, oh, sorry.
Like totally different mindset.
Yeah, because it's a completely different thing. And dirty bulking is a completely different thing than clean bulking.
Eric, that made me chuckle so hard,
Wait,
and I love it. He says, I'm in my bulking stage for life.
Of life.
Of life. Oh, LOL.
But for life, too. For me, sometimes.
I honestly love that. What are your upcoming trips?
So we've got lots coming up.
Which we're not going to tell you everything because we
surprises.
We want it to be surprises. But first and foremost, we have some brand trips we have to go on this next week. We'll leave in 2 days, and you'll see what those are soon enough, and you'll be bombarded.
It may just look like we're gone for a while. We will be home for like 3 days in the middle of all this, but 3 days.
But we'll go live next Monday.
Monday here.
We'll be here at the house, but it'll maybe appear.
Hi, Stephanie.
But then we'll be gone for kind of 2-ish weeks, and then we'll be home for a little bit, and then we have a big trip coming up. But that's a surprise. We have to keep it a surprise, but we're excited.
Yeah, love.
Where's the disco ball? No, the camera's just pointed down a little bit. It's just
right there.
Right, you can see the top of it. It's glistening.
Because there's a light. Guess what? Film magic. There's a light right above Luke's head. I'm trying to hide, but you can still see it. So that's why that's like that.
Paul is obsessed with trying to hide that light.
I just think it looks so much better if you can't see it.
He's actively obsessed with it.
But right now,
I'm always like, no one knows.
It doesn't matter. But also now the camera is so much higher than the computer than it was last week because I liked how close it was to the computer last week because I can read your comments and look like I'm kind of engaging with the camera. Now you're like really high up in the air. So it's like,
hi, Stephanie.
You do road warriors. So impressive. I don't know. I love traveling, man.
That darn sugar causes insulin resistance, which makes weight gain even more of a problem. That's true.
Truth.
Yeah,
True.
sugar is like the bane.
Honestly, I do feel really good right now. Like we've been eating really clean. We have
Sauce and merch before Christmas. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
We
you
actually
guys
need some progress.
Okay,
but nothing to be announced yet.
Guys. I got samples coming. I'm trying to. I'm ready to drop that Patreon shirt.
The Patreon shirt's coming,
but
it's going to happen. But we're waiting on a sample to make sure that it's good enough to feel like we can do it.
We can do it.
If not,
we're gonna tell you all to drop your tears, and we're gonna go off to a different thing. I don't need. And I might do
We're also
regular
gonna
merch.
do a regular shop, so you don't have to be a Patreon member to get a shirt, but it won't be
the same
shirt. There'll be an exclusive shirt for Patreon,
yeah,
and then there'll be maybe a small shop with some other things. But we're not gonna do a lot with that right now. We would kind of like to ease into it a little bit. We tried to do too much in the past.
Yeah, we need it to be sustainable but good quality
and like something that we like are really proud of, and that's like sometimes hard.
Designing is hard.
Can be cringy if not done really, really well. And we have a really good designer we're working with, and then also we don't want it to just be TWiNSAUCE plastered on stuff, but we
I
also
wanna, like-
don't know what else to put on them, so that's like the problem.
Yeah, because it could easily start looking like Nickelodeon with like slime. You know, like if everything's like sauce is kind of a weird thing. So it's like what
We want to figure out ways to do it.
yeah.
I like saucer. I think that's fun. I think that'd be a fun thing to
What I
play
really want to
with
do
and-
someday is make a Spirit jersey that says, but just say saucers on the back. I don't know.
They would probably do that. Actually.
Like, they might do that.
I don't think.
I don't know.
I think they're
Condiments
5 hour
unite. You guys, I love that has stayed around. Saucers, I think I need to start using that in videos.
Christian said, "I'm cutting now because I'm going to Argentina and the pastries there are just so crazy good."
Yeah.
Now you're making me want to go to Argentina.
Let's go. Might as well.
I told a coworker that eats a lot of candies that it will catch up with him when he turns 35. That's how I feel right now, and I love candy.
Yeah,
I love
candy.
gummies.
You know, like Claire on the food when that one show on YouTube. Claire,
Yeah.
she would do like the gourmet eats or whatever.
Yeah.
She'd make
Like she made Kit Kats that one time.
Yeah, they were
Yes.
like gourmet. She would always talk about. She's like, I need to try this candy because I haven't had a Kit Kat in like 30 years or like 20 years. And I was like, I'm not that adult. I am an adult that still eats candy.
I love candy.
I love candy.
Joseph said, congratulations on the clone video. I had no idea what you were talking about during the live stream. Exactly. And that video turned out so good. If you want, you can go and look at the behind the scenes on Patreon. The lowest tier unlocks the videos. But if you go on there and want to, we have like a whole video showing how we like plan it out and how we have
It's like 25 minutes long.
We have to like storyboard it, and then it shows some BTS of us filming. The filming took way longer, and we did not keep in nearly as much as we should have.
I was trying to make it funny and entertaining, and then I just was like, I'm too tired. I have to keep going.
Yeah, so there's not as much of that, which is fine. But then Paul shows the entire process of editing it and how it works out, and it's fascinating. Like I can track it, but I think that anyone can track it because of the way that Paul does a good job of explaining it. It's
I felt like it was like, this is so complicated that it gets my brain starts turning somersaults.
But it makes me want to do more of those.
Me
kind
too.
Of like
Me too.
BTS videos. I think they're really
well, and I
fun.
want to make more clone videos. That partnership was really cool because that was their idea. They came not the cloning necessarily. The idea came from a 1990s Old Navy commercial, but the Old Navy commercial or Gap commercial.
A Gap commercial.
That was very like there was a bunch of dancers, and it was like Fosse kind of. And so, but then the guy that was like the director of marketing.
Thanks, Michael.
He was like, I want to do this, but like with your like aha Take on Me choreography. And I was like, well, we could do that with. He loved the ending of Take on Me, where
how
like,
it
the
changes,
cross.
and
I was like, well, we could do that more, but with more outfits. But then we took it to another level, and that was a lot. But it was very cool.
I think it's funny that you changed clothes out on the street. Me too.
Luke, there was a couple times where because the security guard was just sitting over there smoking.
Yeah, he did a smoke break and he would not go inside. And I was like, I don't want to change out here in front of him. And Paul was like, just do it. What are they gonna get?
He's looking at his phone.
And
he wasn't even.
And also like we're never like fully and decently exposed. We had like
long
boxer shorts on.
Yeah.
So it was like literally the same as us having the gym shorts on.
And especially because you would change the shirt first and then you change the pants. It wasn't like we were trying to be like
indecent
walking around in our boxers, you know?
Anyway, it was funny. It was
Luke was particularly
I was wearing white. So it's just always a little I don't know why that's just weird for me. I was like, oh. I was just embarrassed, okay? Just embarrassed.
Luke, you are in more clothes than you are at a swimming pool.
I was just embarrassed, okay? I was embarrassed.
I cut it out though, but in the behind the scenes, not that security guard, a different security guard from a different building, also sharing the back wall of that alley, came out and he was just like standing in the background. And Luke was like, Paul, there's a security guard watching us. We can't go.
I was like, we can't go until he's gone. And then so Paul's like, hi, can I help you?
No, I was just like, hey, do you need to get through here?
And the guy was like, no, I'm just checking on you. Doing. And Paul's like, we're just filming a TikTok.
And he was like, oh, okay. I was like, is that okay? He's like, yeah, cool. And then he left.
And well, he stayed there and kept watching us. And I was like,
bro, you got to go.
And
because like, you're in the, no, you didn't say that. He did leave eventually. But
yeah.
We just ran it a few times because we were like, whatever.
Have you ever tried to film a video like in VR or like 3D? No, that's still.
We have done 3D videos.
We have 3D videos. We just haven't done
not VR.
anything with VR.
No. The hard with VR is like with the dancing video is like we can't. I mean, you could dance around it, but you know, what do you do?
Joseph, that's a really good question. Do you ever heavily critique movies and shows because you have a background in photography? Yes and no. I feel like I'm pretty forgiving with some things, and then I'm very unforgiving with others. But I always try to find the good in a lot of things. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that I get like hung up on, and I'll like leave, and I'll be like, that was bad. And Paul will be like, Paul is particularly bad about trying to come up with something good about everything. So even if there isn't anything good about something, Paul will always still fight for the good, which I think is good. I think that's a good positive.
I think there's always a positive there's always a silver lining. They could have done better, but
I will say Paul's critical skills sometimes
shut it down.
Are not wrong. They're just
I am very critical, but in Luke's presence. If the camera's on, I have a hard time being authentically critical. Because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt someone's feelings. I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
And Paul always is like, so many people, so much really put a lot of work into this.
Good night, Ayla. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, you did ask about t-shirt pricing. We have no idea. It would have that'll be down the road.
That's down the road. We have no idea.
The goal is to keep it as cheap as possible, but you never know. It depends on distributors. Oh, we did go to the onsen. We love the onsen. We've been to many onsens
in Japan.
Who
not here.
That? Tim. But you didn't go to the onsen.
Where?
I don't know. I don't know what he is in reference to.
We did go to the onsen. We can't show you the
Obviously.
onsen on YouTube videos, like in the Ryokan video or the Yokan video.
Yeah.
We can't show the onsen. There was one point that it was empty, and we really thought about taking a phone in there to just film so you could see what it looks like. But we were afraid we'd get kicked out because you're really not supposed to do that. So we were scared.
I was saying in connection to yeah.
I'm not afraid. The onsen scenario is fine. I'm just scared of getting caught or getting in trouble for indecent exposure or something. Like,
Luke,
I'm like,
you're literally never naked. So like in that environment, in what we were doing with changing clothes,
people have gotten in trouble for less in that area.
I've never seen anyone in trouble for that. People walk around like way more indecent than that.
Say what you want.
Luke is just like, I just was nervous. And it's okay.
Nervous.
It's okay. Oh, we appreciate all that you share with us. Thank you. If you were comfortable changing outside, isn't that much worse? Here's the problem. Luke just didn't want to get caught for indecent exposure. He wouldn't have. In no world would that have been indecent exposure.
I'm just scared sometimes. Whereas in onsen, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
You know, like that's normal.
That's
the rule, actually.
Yeah. That's actually the rule.
You can't wear anything. They would say, sorry, sir.
They'd say, get back.
Your shorts? No.
No.
They say it just like that.
Yeah, they would.
Anyway.
Let me tell you something. Oh, Christopher got a bad sound.
Toxic positivity.
Yeah, it is really sometimes
our critical reviewers are a bit toxic. I will say one of my favorite things is when
I do like reviewing things on Patreon so I can be honest.
Yes, I like to review things 24 hours after I witness them, because I find that I'm able to like really come up with why I don't like something instead of just being like, I didn't like that. And I don't really know why at this point, and it's hard for me to like wrap my mind around it. Mm-hmm. Whereas sometimes like you'll see a show like we saw Cats recently, and I notoriously do not like that show. I unpopularly amongst my friend groups don't like that show.
Luke doesn't like Cats and he doesn't like Les Mis, and people just give him crap for it, and he's insecure.
And honestly, with Cats, I feel way justified.
Yeah, okay.
And I will say that like it's a very much more common. Whereas Les Mis, I get why people are like, what? But I still won't bend the knee.
No,
I will not be dishonest and say that I like it.
See, I really enjoyed this version of Cats more than I have any other version of Cats.
Okay, so we saw this version of Cats. It was reimagined to be like the streets.
It had its issues.
Hold on. The streets, and it was very like urban,
hip
hop,
hop,
like hip hoppy. I would say the choreography really didn't lean hip hop, but it also didn't lean jazz. I really didn't know what they were doing with the choreography, to be honest. And then they cut a bunch of the dancing, so there wasn't as much dancing, and there was like 4/8 counts in the entire thing that were really hard, and then a lot of repetition of like easier stuff. And to be honest, like there was one ballet section which I was really glad they added that in, because they had this incredible one of the teachers at our studio was an incredible ballerina, and he is still at the age of, I think he's in his upper 50s, and can still do a perfect penché, which is where you like
you split,
you stand on one leg and then your other leg goes completely in a split straight up. So your muscles have to be able to do that. Anyway, crazy
It's
good.
he's just a beautiful
incredible,
dancer.
Beautiful dancer. So they let him dance a little bit, which was really, really good. But they didn't do as much as I was hoping that they would.
Well, and we heard from the cast because we were
Later.
friends that there was some disorganization within the choreographer,
Within the choreographer's
and
so.
like not having a lot of stuff prepped.
We
for
don't
it.
know all the details.
We don't know the details.
Regardless,
I was underwhelmed by the choreography,
but
dramatically.
we were close enough to the stage. I don't know why. We were off to the side because everything sold out really fast.
and it was like
But
like a thrust position.
It was like in like a
there was three-sided.
There was 3 sides,
stage.
so we were on the side. But when I saw the girl Laura who did who was Grisabella and she did Memory.
Ugh.
Memory. Actually, everyone who does it. So there's 2 people who
it's like the
Marianne and
Victoria
somebody
character.
else. The Victoria character does it beforehand.
Yeah. With the her voice.
She was so good too.
stunning.
And so when that happened, I was like, oh no, I get it. Okay, I get it. Chills. Because I've seen that show before, and Memory never really like has affected me the same way that it did at that show. So I get it. That when people are like, no, watch it for Memory. I'm like, okay, I get it.
And it really is Grisabella's story.
But I wish Grisabella was just in it more. She gets like 10 seconds of stage time.
It also, as Mariah would say, it doesn't make sense, and you just have to accept that it doesn't make sense.
It's a poem.
It's a poem.
Like it doesn't make sense. Because I was saying like, I hate how some of the like rhyming is like so good. And then some of the rhyming is like, what?
Where did that rhyme come
Why?
from?
That's not a rhyme.
That doesn't rhyme.
And then Mariah goes, take that up with the poet. That's the problem.
That's the poet.
I was like, okay.
I also feel like with this show specifically, I thought that the setting was really cool. But then some people, because it's cats, there are times you have to act like a cat. But they were trying
doesn't
not
make
to act
sense.
too much like a cat.
Well, they were told in direction.
Yes.
We found out later. They were told not to act too cat-like. Our friend Weston was very cat-like, and I was like, I love that you were cat-like.
Bro,
And he goes,
like, it looks good.
I was told not to be that cat-like, and I was like, oh, well, you were very cat-like.
The others, I do feel like there was a nice balance. The other ones did feel more grounded in the reality of the show, of like the setting of the show. But like, because it's cats, I feel like if you don't act like a cat, it looks weird. Because then when you do get skittish for parts of the show, you have to get skittish. It doesn't make sense because you just look spastic. Yeah, and then you just look like a spaz. Like, I don't know. It's just like, what? So then, like, Weston was the only one that convincingly communicated that to me.
I want to get back to the comments.
So
but
sorry.
All in all, my critiques on the show are, I really enjoyed the overall plot. I really felt like I was able to follow, like, that it is Grisabella's story and that it is like an audition for the Heaviside Layer. Like, I think because I've seen it enough and not liked it enough times, people have harkened back to like, this is the plot of the show.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
It's
really
not
matter.
really a plot
But
of
that
show.
helped me like understand.
Yeah.
Like, oh. But then at the same time, there was some expectations because I do like watching a lot of the videos, like the PBS. It's like all PBS did like a filmed version of like the original. I think it was the original cast.
Yeah, I think it was.
And watching
maybe not
individual
the original, but
and
it was
watching
all-
individual numbers from that show is amazing. I mean, it is incredible, and I think it's mostly on YouTube. You can find it, but I love the weirdness of like the leotards with the tails.
I
and,
kinda
like, the
miss that in this.
the
Yeah.
really cat-like movements. Like we got to meet and talk to because she like grew up at the studio we are now at, and she came back as an alumni and did a class. But she's like one of the original cats. It was Cats on Broadway. She's like on the soundtrack. And she's one of the main 3 dancer cats. She wasn't Victoria, but she was the great. I don't really know. I honestly, this cast was smaller.
Yeah, they
doubled
up
I don't
some songs.
honestly, I don't remember. But she played one of the main 3 cats. That's like one of the narrator cats. I think. I don't really know. Anyway,
Again, not that familiar with the show. I think
she came in and taught us a section of the show. She didn't teach any of it. She just started doing it, and we just tried to follow along. Like, it was so fun, but she told us stories about the rehearsal
was really
process
cool.
and like them figuring out how they were going to do it because she was in the workworkshop room doing it.
They had to get cats. All of them had to get cats and study cats at home,
at
like
home.
around their apartments in New York, because they were like, cats don't really, they kind of look around, but they mostly look like this. They go, that's how they look around. It's
So
not
so
like
you can't
this.
like bend your like head. You have to like.
You kind of
have
just
to like, it's like, and when you look with your eyes, you have to look like it's unfocused until you focus on something, and then you go toward that thing. And
And when she does it, it was like,
incredible.
whoa, that was
It
cool.
was incredible. And like, it was, of course, Weston was cat-like. Yep, he was crazy. You have no excuse for Les Mis. I know. I just hate it. I have a visceral reaction. I will not watch it. Peter said, but you love Into the Woods. I love the first half of Into the Woods.
When it's a happy ending.
I love the happy ending.
I think that for me, there's just so many musicals out there. Like, why waste your time with ones you don't like? Because like, who cares? Like, that opinion is totally fine.
Yeah, I probably won't ever watch Les Mis again, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
I've given it many a chance. And it's just never been the thing for me, and that's okay. And the movies never been a thing for me,
Yeah.
And that's
Joseph,
okay.
isn't that crazy? They can move their whole heads.
I know, it's crazy.
Mariah also has 3 cats, and she loves cats. So like, I think that there is something to be said about like watching it with Mariah was so fun because she just loves cats.
Yeah, she has
3.
She's had 6 cats in recent years, and loves them all dearly. And they're all so
crazy. Luke and I have the exact opposite taste in Broadway. That's true. That is so true.
I will say, guys, it's not even about being a tragedy, because you could classify The Outsiders as a tragedy, and I would say that that's one of my top Broadway musicals of all time. That and Come From Away, which are 2 shows. I think people expected me to like Outsiders, and then like Hadestown, which the tour we saw wasn't the greatest, but I have seen it now since, and I loved it. The first time I saw the show,
I would like to see Hadestown again, like on Broadway.
On Broadway in New York City.
with the big drop floor and everything.
We saw it on tour, and there was a few effects that didn't work, and like big moments that didn't work because of it.
Apparently, there's a staircase at the end. He like climbs a staircase.
I know, which we did not have on the tour either, which makes sense, but
because it was just so anticlimactic at the climax. Anyway, cats are walking art. I have 2 cats. That's so cool.
Where's Giggle Mo? She went to the show with us on Friday,
but she hasn't been able to join the live streams because she has a new job, and it's just a lot harder.
It's a lot harder for her to come here, and wind down once she gets home, and then get to work on time. So it's just hard.
It's just hard for her to get, even just to attend.
Urinetown is so good. I'd love to see that one again.
Oh, Book of Mormon.
And then
is
Book
so
of Mormon.
Good.
I love that show.
I think. Wait, has Mariah seen that like what? 7-8 times on tour. I'm probably seen it so much.
Silver Blue Retrocade said, Les Mis, a man steals a piece of bread and suffers for the rest of his life. John.
Yes, John. That's true.
Truth.
Silver Blue Retrocade is John.
Who?
This is John.
John. Okay, I will try to remember that. Mm-hmm. I love it when people have their first name as like part of their name, because it's easier for me to talk to them. like
and
Silver Blue by name, because Silver Blue is John. I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just talking about
Joseph, I love
musicals that I loved and ones I really want to see.
What are some that you haven't seen that you would like to see?
What are some that you haven't seen but you're like hankering to see?
Yeah. Oh,
thank you.
You're so sweet.
Thank you so much.
What are some like
Howdy,
Steve? What are some musicals that you either haven't seen or want to see?
There's so many.
Or favorites that you've seen? I want to hear
Hercules, Devil Wears Prada. There's some more. Yikes, those are like the top of my list because I was just thinking about them.
Yes,
but Hercules is like the top
because we have a friend in it right now in London, and I want to see him so bad.
He could be in it, or not, and I would still want to see it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just want to see it so bad.
Chicago in person.
I do want to see Chicago.
I've seen Chicago like local or like.
We saw it just recently, January. We saw it.
Was that the local production or was that a tour? The tour.
We saw the tour.
It was good. I want to see it in New York.
That's a dream show, I think, to be in. I think it would be so fun to be ensemble in that show.
The new Dolly Parton musical. The girl who's Legally Blonde with us is
R.L. Woods is Dolly.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Is she doing the actual Broadway show, or she was workshopping?
She workshopped it, but she literally just posted a picture with her and Dolly on her.
I know, but I don't know if she's. Okay, I didn't know she was done with the workshop and that's when she's moving on, but I don't know.
I think she's still.
I hope she does it.
She left Titanic to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen 2009, Emily. That is so cool. Seeing Chicago and Broadway.
Death Becomes Her is so good.
Stunt performer that falls down the stairs is my favorite part of the whole show.
Honestly, all of the
that one double pirouette.
There's a part where the entire ensemble does a double pirouette and it was so clean.
Perfect.
Paul was like,
"You guys, I know that's like a workshop." Oh, Charles, that's
Tick Tick Boom.
So good.
I've never seen that as an actual musical. I've only seen the movie.
Charles, a workshop means that like a musical that's getting ready to go to Broadway or is like in the process of development is called a workshop. So you could get a job as an actor but never actually perform that show. You could just do the workshop. So they could hire you to learn choreography and test choreography.
There is a lot of people who will
workshop.
So there is like a workshop, but then there's a lot of times they'll transfer to Broadway with it, or It just depends on what their goals are sometimes, and then
some people love to workshop stuff.
Yeah, ensembles sometimes don't. Like we had a guy that was in Legally Blonde with us who workshopped a bunch of shows and hoped that they would go to Broadway, and they never did.
The show itself never went to Broadway,
or the show itself went to Broadway, and they didn't take any of the ensemble cast.
They recast the ensemble.
So that was really disappointing for him, which I totally get it.
A clean double pirouette for an ensemble is tough. Yes, Emily, and it's like six. What is it? 16? No, no. It's like 12. 12. No, 6 and 6 maybe. No. Because you're on two sides. No, it's 8 and 8. It is 16.
It's 16. I think.
Yeah.
I was going to say. I think
16 people doing a perfect double pirouette.
In
time?
Incredible.
Like start and land, rotations at the same spots at the same time.
Prepare.
Double turn.
Snap, land.
Guys,
clean.
That is getting that clean. It's like watching.
And honestly, we had some of our kids. So we work with a troupe that does performing art, and they go around and perform. And we were their last show. There's a part in the show that they have a single turn, and it was perfect on their last show.
It hasn't been perfect all year.
It was like
we were shook.
They did so good.
How many plays have y'all been in together? Honestly,
I was in the one we're talking about is Death Becomes Her on Broadway.
Joseph was asking how many plays.
Yeah.
It's in Death Becomes Her. It's the undead or the long living people.
How many plays have we been in? Not that many.
Yeah.
Paul's been in a lot more than me because he actually did a degree in theater, and so he did a lot more plays and musicals than I did. I did 2 in college. We did 4, I think, in high school. And I wouldn't. Those were like locally produced and like written by people that were in town, and we were in a small town, so we really didn't. I don't really. Those were like the formative years.
I mean, it'd probably be like 10 to 15
together, and then Paul's probably done more like 30
probably. I mean, if you count scenes and acting workshops and stuff, it's like a lot, but I don't know. I haven't done a lot in my more recent years just because of like this. It's just been tough to do shows. Avita. I know that looks. It's closing so early, so soon.
Avita is a show I've never seen that I would love to see as well. Yeah. That's a hard one. Oof.
I'm trying to think of some that I haven't seen. I've seen a lot, so I'm trying to think of stuff that I haven't seen. I'm so glad I got
going through a list. Recently.
We need to make a list of things we've seen. That way we can.
I know. I need to make a list of things that I've seen.
I love acting. I love being in shows. It's just with this job, it takes up a lot of time. And when you're doing it, you can't do other jobs. And I got to be honest, it doesn't pay that well.
Yeah.
So when I can make more money and not do 8 shows a week or not do a run of regional productions and still make less money than I do at a low income job, that's like where it's like I can't justify the time and work and effort that goes into that.
And also it's a lot on your body.
It is.
Yeah, especially for ensemble, like it's a lot.
So do I enjoy it? Absolutely.
Love it.
But I love to do community theater, low impact, low risk. It's like not low impact. It's still got impact.
But even then, like that's difficult because we have to take the time away from any traveling that we're invited to do.
Because you can't travel. And honestly, we about took a show that would have literally been in performances during my grandpa's funeral. Yeah. So like God knew, but it was like we had to say no to it because of a family reunion. But because of the family reunion, it actually saved our butts with the funeral. So
yeah, it really did.
It's sad. I wanted to be in that show, and
it was so good.
It was such a good show.
Yeah, I do like it though. There's a different relationship you have with the audience when you're performing, and it's really, really fun.
What or who was your inspiration to pursue theater, Paul? That's a really great question. I had some theater experience in high school, and then went to college. And when I went to college, I went to the same school that our older brothers went to. But they told us don't do anything with theater. The theater people are weird. And so my first semester I didn't, but I did become friends with a girl named Mariah. We all know Mariah on the chat.
Giglamo.
And she was in the theater program she was doing a dual enrolled thing. She was not dual enrolled. She was 2 majors. It was only a minor for her at the first, but she was in the play and she was like, hey, we need corpses. And so the director ended up talking us into being corpses in Arsenic and Old Lace because they needed people that could be
That was second semester,
hauled.
Technically. First semester, she was involved, but because she was a major, she had to be involved, but she wasn't in the show. And it was like a pretty serious
That was
play.
Arsenic.
It was the one about the family where Megan Granley was like, it was at Redbridge.
Oh, York.
Lost in Yonkers.
Lost in Yonkers.
And Lost in Yonkers was the first play, and she wasn't in that one. She did like we got really roped in because she needed volunteers to help with the concession stand during intermission.
And we were like,
me, Paul,
sure.
and my friend Colton were like, do you still need help? And we weren't really friends with Mariah at this point.
No, we were just acquaintances.
That was like the start of our friendship, was
Yeah.
working at the concession stand. And
at Lawson Yonkers.
and then Mariah got us into a dance class the next semester, and then that dance class kind of led us to be a part of
The theater stuff.
The theater stuff.
And honestly,
with that.
okay. So then I was only pursuing an associate's degree, just a general education, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I just need to do something. And so I'm doing a general ed. It was a Bible school, so it was a general Bible degree, right? So just very basic. It was like all your gen eds, Bible classes. We were doing just a general thing. And so when I graduated with my associate's degree, the semester before, I was like, Dad, I think I was doing a bunch of theater at the time. I was in all the shows. We were doing dance classes. I was like, Dad,
so you asked, the question is, what was the inspiration? And here's the real reality. There was no inspiration.
No.
Paul got cast as JoJo in Seussical, and he loved it. He was a lead. He really enjoyed the actual process. He got to enjoy the singing and the dancing and the acting, and that was really the inspiration. So I would, So the question is, what was the inspiration? Who was the inspiration? The inspiration was no one. The inspiration was that he loved doing it.
Yeah,
and it was fun. And then he told my dad, "I think I'm going to pursue a degree in theater." And my dad's like,
"Great,
sure, do it,
do it,
as long as you finish."
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "As long as you can finish, I don't care." And not that he wasn't
really
paying for it. I was paying for it, but it was still, I wanted his approval. But he was really, really supportive. And honestly, guess what? To this day, I have never once needed that degree for anything.
And a lot of times the theater degree isn't what you need.
No, it's good for training.
It's great for training, and it shows that you were serious about it.
But I did get a job one time that then they later, like right after they'd given me the job, they came back and they're like, "You do have a college degree, right? Because this technically requires you to have a college degree." I said, "Yes. I have a BS in theater." They were like, a BS in
Bachelor's
of science.
Yeah.
But it was like a BS in theater. We got a laugh out of that one.
Yeah, Paul didn't get the
I didn't do
BFA.
it. No, because I had started too late. I couldn't. There was no way for me to get a BFA.
And they don't even offer a BFA at the
not at the school.
Yeah.
It was just a bachelor of. You could get a bachelor of arts, which would be language. I would have had to take language, like Spanish or something.
Paul did some Shakespeare. Shakespeare in the Park was amazing, and it's so hot here in Texas. Nothing can match the feeling of when you walk on that stage.
I know, dude.
And we have a theater in the park, or we have a Shakespeare in the Park here. I'm not a fan of Shakespeare.
I wish Mariah was telling me all about the show at Cats, and I was like, "Why?"
The Shakespeare show.
The Shakespeare show that she went to
before she came to see Cats. Yes,
but it was. I was like, I'm so bummed that I missed it because it sounded like such good. That's a lot of BS. I know, lots of BS.
Could you guys? I think it was. Could you guys stay still long enough to play a corpse? You're right. It was difficult. It
was choreography, is what it was.
The only time we had to really be on stage, I was like,
we were in
a
trunks.
box, and then I was like thrown around stage a little bit, and then taken into the basement. And so like, you never really see.
I think the longest
on stage. For
the longest I was on stage was my leg. At one point, my leg gets pulled, like it's like in a chest, or not a chest, like the window seat, and then my leg gets pulled out, and then like the thing slams, and so my leg like flops around. But it wasn't. It was like a fake. It was a trick. But it was still just like, I mean, my leg was on stage for a long time.
Emily said, I've got my BA in dance, LOL, which is cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
BA, it just depends on what the school offers. Like ours only offered a Bachelor of Science.
No, you could get a Bachelor of Arts, but I would have had to take like Greek or something.
Oh, language.
Yeah, to get the arts, and I did not want to do that. Language is.
Are you guys fans of Hadestown? I go every 3 to 4 months to go see the new cast each time. I love it so much. I really like it. We saw the tour, and they don't have the staircase effect or the
rising and lowering in the center. They don't have a toaster lift
in the middle, and so there's a few moments, like big moments. Obviously, we're talking at the end that it felt a little lackluster, and we felt like the actors really didn't do a great job, and it might have just been an off night.
Oh, Steve, the tour was so good, though. I think we just saw an off night. I think we saw a bad night, and I think we saw a swing too for Persephone. Anyway, that was on my favorite performance. Swing was bad.
I've seen it now later, and it was better. Yeah. Yes, but my first reaction to Hadestown wasn't as.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh, you're right.
Sorry. It's a tragedy.
I always feel like it's hard because that story is so old. Like I guess if you don't know Greek mythology, then maybe not.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Luke. Jeez Louise. Just kidding.
Everyone should know that it's Greek. I mean, it's marketed as Greek mythology.
I know it's Greek mythology. I was talking about the ending. Don't spoil the ending because some people don't know Greek mythology.
Yes.
Do
either of you speak a second language? No, but I wish I speak Japanese. And I wish that I spoke sign language. Those are two that I would love.
Yeah. That I honestly even Korean. I like Korean. I like Japanese better than Korean because I'm more familiar with it. But Asian cultures.
Asian languages. Yeah.
A video came up on TikTok the other day of like how to spell in like obviously I don't even know Korean.
Oh, but like
the different things. Guys, I'm fascinated by language.
I think it's funny though.
I will go down a rabbit hole. Okay.
You know what I think is funny is I think 5 years ago before going to Japan.
Yeah.
I thought that a lot of like Chinese, Japanese, and Korean looked very similar.
Now they
all. Well, I would say Chinese and Japanese look closer, but you can still tell a difference. You have to look pretty close.
Yeah.
But then, and again, Chinese lettering is the root of what became Japanese lettering. But still, Korean is totally different. It's like lots of circles. Yeah, it's crazy to me.
But anyway. I did enjoy watching how you spell with it. It's like the consonant and the vowel and the consonant and vowel.
I like to watch people write.
Yeah.
I used to be obsessed with this YouTube channel.
Eric says he speaks English and sass. I mean, story checks out.
I love it.
My peak was senior 1X. Most tried to go full very serious. I did a funny and silly. I always did funny and silly for my like 1X and stuff.
Yeah, in college I did some 1X and I only did funny ones.
Yeah.
One time I was a dentist who was really dramatically trying to pull this guy's tooth, and he was not happy.
That was a good one. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was very good.
Fun. I got to be the doctor.
I did that scene earlier in our semester in the time there, and I played the doctor.
It's so funny that you say that because then we also saw somebody do it the next year.
Yeah,
and
no, it's a common.
The next one, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably fine if I never see this scene again.
He was like, I did this. I did this. I did this.
No,
better.
I did not feel
That's
like
what you said.
No.
Yeah.
I was more thinking,
it's not funny and money.
Is that what I look like?
I did Sure Thing, the one with the bell and it like backs up. It's so hard to memorize. I directed that, and then like 2 years later, somebody else did.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that.
I was like, guys, come on.
Let's rotate this 1X, guys.
Yeah, I said I did it better. Just kidding.
You had a really good cast.
No, I did.
You were very lucky.
You know what's funny is I cast them together, and then they got married.
And they do kind of credit that time getting to know each other.
I knew he was crushing on her at that point anyway. So. Sometimes I wonder if I cast them because he was crushing on her.
Japanese is easy to speak conversationally, but hard to write for sure.
Yeah,
definitely for sure. I would like to learn both.
Dun dun dun. Who's ready for Wicked for good?
Sorry.
So I got a little hot there.
I also
was drinking my tea. Oh, Luke had to get the guns out. Luke had to show me with his gun.
It's just the lighting that makes these look good.
I don't know. No, my arms don't look that good right now.
Take it off, everybody! Take it off. There's a place downtown where the freaks will come around. We look like.
It's like a puppet, a marionette.
I love that. Old Kesha. I know it was not a good time for her, and it was so sad. But that was such fun music.
Okay, guys.
I saw Avita
with Patti LuPone. Oh, and Maddie. Wait.
Oh, wow.
And Mandy.
And
Mandy, whoa. And,
I don't know who that is, but
Sweeney Todd with Angela Lansbury. Little Foxes with Elizabeth Taylor. They're playing our songs with Lucy. I don't know Lucy.
Ron, I'm not sure if I know all those. I
sounds really cool though.
But that sounds amazing. It sounds like Peter also saw that.
Yeah,
all those. That's crazy.
That's like peak theater era.
Like Patti LuPone
in
Avita. That's crazy. I think people are gonna say that about Rachel Ziegler.
Oh,
like,
Joseph.
I saw Rachel
he
Ziegler.
Said we fought over the actors in the Senior 1X. It was like trading athletes in pro sports. It really was. It was like pulling teeth. And luckily, a lot of my senior projects ended up being like when we did the senior version of our case, our like most like capstones or whatever. We all did like short films, but they had to still follow a 1X structure, so they were long.
Oh yeah.
I don't want anyone to ever see that. It was up on YouTube for a while, and I deleted it because I knew y'all would go find it.
I acted in it, and now it's atrocious.
Wait, let me make sure it's not on. That needs to not be on the internet. I just need to make sure. I'm double checking right now. I just thought of that, and I said never. Can I search my own videos?
I think you can, but maybe just on the computer. Did somebody? Maybe. I think Michael. You might have retracted it, but you said good idea. Marionette dance for Halloween, and I love that idea. We are still a ways off from Halloween content, and our seasonal content doesn't always perform super duper well.
Like we love Christmas content, but it never does that well.
It never performs super
We just
duper
love
well.
it.
So we're trying to figure out our strategy for this year. I've always wanted to do a skeleton dance from like the original Walt Disney skeleton animation, but it's really hard. Like your body doesn't really do that. So we're trying to figure out if we could do like a different choreography to it that would still emit the same idea, and then maybe costume it or something. Oh, I spelled marionette wrong, so I do it down. I understand what you were saying.
Yeah, I tracked.
I totally was tracking. I saw Dracula with the stage designer by Edward Gorey. Whoa. Again, y'all know way more names than I do. I'm so sorry. Yes, it's time for prayer requests. We have to wind down the stream because Paul and I got to go to bed because we got a big day tomorrow.
And then a very, very big day the next day.
Very, very busy weekend. So send us prayers. We're a little overwhelmed right now. Not going to lie. I have been more stressed, I think, this week than I have in a long time. And so perhaps it showed in some of the dances. But we have more dances coming your way.
Yeah.
We were late on a dance today. But go check it out.
And then we did this dance for a sound promo, and we didn't read the brief well enough, and they actually sent a dance we were supposed to learn, and we had choreographed a dance. So we said, you know what, screw it, we're going to submit it anyway and see what they say.
Yeah, because we really like the video we made.
It looked so good.
So we'll see what they say. But
I'm so mad that it was whatever. But
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Bye. See y'all next live stream. We will be live next week, so don't worry.
And Wednesday is not happening this week because it will be busy.
No Wednesday live stream this week,
Yep.
but we will be live on Monday night next week.
Yes.
Speaking of October, have we already talked about Taylor Swift's Live of a Showgirl coming out in 10/3? No, and I will say this. I'm not the biggest Swiftie. It's not because I don't like her. It's just because I haven't gotten into all the lore stuff. I see it online. It's
I
just
love
not
a good lore
something that
drop.
I track really hard. I do like how invested people get into it. That being said, Live of a Showgirl sounds interesting, and I hope there's something I can choreograph. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping something speaks to me in that way. So, not Made Before Christmas.
Hey, when you look us up on YouTube, that article or that interview we did, 10,000
fun.
views on that.
Oh, fun.
Good for them. WGN News.
Oh, that was a really fun interview we did. Maybe some meditation for the stress. Something happened. The camera died.
Oh, shoot.
Something happened.
Why? This didn't used to happen. Maybe these batteries are getting, old.
Maybe we need new batteries. Is there any way we can get a battery that we plug into the wall like we used to have? Can you still hear me? Well, hey guys, send us any prayer requests you have. Tracy said lots of health issues with my Orlando crew. I don't want to overshare, but thoughts and prayers are always appreciated. Yes, and Tracy's friends we know dearly as well, and it is a very, very stressful time. So prayers for health and wellness, and also healing there. Breathe, don't stress, just breathe. I appreciate that. Good night, y'all. Prayer request for me and my best friend. Definitely, John. We're praying for you and your best friend. Leg up the wall for 10 minutes is a stress reliever. Oh, I've heard that.
Also, a long hot shower. You know what? Last night I realized that what I should have done is just taken a shower when I couldn't
you
fall
can't
asleep.
control. Oh yeah,
I just going and taking a shower.
that's what
can
they say.
actually,
It's a really, really good thing for
calm.
you.
I was anxious,
Oh,
but I was
prayers answered. My short-term summer camp missions trip to Canada went well.
Good.
Michael. Praise God. Jay send a prayer for the prayer in the dark.
that was when the camera was off.
Yes, a prayer in the dark. Prayer back to you guys. Thank you, Charles. Sister had shoulder surgery last week to repair a torn labrum. Pray for a quick recovery.
Oh, that's
a tough surgery. We'll definitely be praying for a very quick recovery. That's a hard one to recover. Make sure she's moving it.
Yeah. Prayer of Thanksgiving for a more positive week and a few.
Excellent thunderstorms this week as well. I love summer storms.
I also kind of do too.
Yay, we're back.
Sweet. All right. Well, Luke, you want to go ahead and pray us out?
I'll pray us out, and then
we'll just kind of wrap up.
And also, guys, God knows what you're going through, so I'm gonna pray for everybody. But if you ever have anything that you want to share, this is a safe place. We have a really great community, so anything you're going through, we love to hear it. So in the future, if you just feel like sharing, share. If not, you're welcome here.
Yeah.
We love it. All right, Father God, I think for this day, I just thank you so much for everybody on this stream. I pray for health. Every week there's just there's stuff, but this week we have a lot of big health issues. I know in our Orlando crew, just some scary stuff going on over there, and I just pray for healing, miraculous healing, and also peace during this time. We know that you are with them and that you're in control. And I just pray that you'll wrap your loving arms around them during this time. I also pray for anybody dealing with major change in life or like any kind of like stressful situations with either travel like us or even just big life things that are happening or life changes. I know we have some people like Maddie's not on, but I know she's almost done with her job and then going to full time for school, and that's hard. And I know there's several others that have major life things happening. So I just pray for that as well, and just pray that you'll be with them, give them peace, help them remember to take it one step at a time. Like that's all, we're all in this together, and with your help, we can all make it through. Okay. And God, I just pray that you'll wrap your loving arms around us and be with us in each and every step of the way. Thank you for being there for us. Help us to just be able to breathe the stress away, give it to you because you're in control. Thanks for what you're doing in each and every one of our lives. Again, we pray for anybody dealing with depression or anxiety. We know that you're in control, God, but sometimes it's hard not to feel like we are out of control. And I just pray that you'll help us remind us that you're in control and you have a plan for our lives. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Oh, Cameron, thank you. Thank you.
Wrecked.
All right, y'all.
I like that one.
Oh, I guess, God, thank you so much for all the prayers that have been answered. The good stuff, the bad, the good, and the bad. We pray for all of it. Thanks, God. Just in my prayer. Amen.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here.
We do have a Universal Studios Japan video coming out tomorrow.
We meant to have it on Sunday, and it did not happen.
There'll be 2 videos, prayerfully, that will come out at the same time. One that is our day at Universal Studios Japan, and then the evening we go to Super Nintendo World.
We tried to do them as one big long video.
It was too long. So
there are going to be some long videos. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah. Well, like 25 minutes each.
Yeah, because Mario was like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So we were like, what if we make it its own video?
Yeah. It was like an hour.
We had a lot of fun at
We did.
Super Nintendo World.
You guys.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun. Can you imagine? So be on the lookout for those. Those won't be premieres. Those will just go up, and you'll be able to watch them at your leisure.
As soon as they're done, we're just gonna upload them.
Yeah, whenever they're done, they're going up.
We're trying to get them up tomorrow.
Tomorrow
they need to be up.
Well, actually, they have to be up tomorrow. I don't have any time after that to work on them.
Yep. All right, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and look forward to those videos tomorrow. Give them some love when they come out if you can. We'd really
share them with a friend.
Yeah, share them with a friend.
Our goal for this year is to get our view counts up. Well, actually, no, we have a lot of goals for the year, but that's one of the goals, and it's been kind of discouraging, the view counts, but that's okay. Like, we know that it's a completely different
Our worth is not in the view count. It's
in
the people who enjoy them, which is you guys, and that's what we make them for. We make them for not virality, but for the people who enjoy them. So.
Love y'all. Good night. Have a sweet dream. If you're going to sleep, if you're having the rest of your day, have a great time. Don't get lost in the sauce.
Don't die.
Okay, bye.
Pew, 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 pew.
No, we have a little dance off because I think it kind of has like a delay.
There's a delay, so if we cut it off right now,
just kind of a little dance party. Just kind of a. Do you want to give me a little? Okay, no, we can cut that. We can cut that one off. We'll just.